So I've got a private doc here, the May sales report, and I'm ready to share this with some editors and viewers. I need help completing the rest of the document. So I need to know our sales numbers for the lemon and garlic variety, and I know that Jeff has this information. So I want to share this with Jeff, and I want to give him edit rights. So I'm going to go to the share button. You always click the share button when you want to share a document or change sharing settings. So select share. This is a private doc. All docs start as private. I am the owner, and I'm going to add some people here. So first I'm going to add the people who can edit my doc. I'm going to add Jeff, and I'm going to add Chris Caesar as well. Separate the names with commas. So I'm going to add a message here so they understand why I'm sharing this document with them. I find that's a best practice so that people understand what they're supposed to do. I know that I get about 10 docs shared with me a day, and I'm not always sure why people are sharing this with me. So I'm going to say, Jeff, please add the numbers for lemon and garlic. Chris, please add numbers for rosemary. He manages our rosemary olive oil product. I'm going to keep this box checked that says send email notifications so they get an email letting them know that I've shared this file with them. If you don't check this box, the item will show up in their doc list, but they won't get an email notification about it. And again, I'm making them editors. Not only can you add email addresses here, you can also add Google Group email addresses or distribution lists as well. I don't need to send a copy to myself. And the default is that I'm allowing editors to add people and change the permissions. That's the default. So Jeff would be able to add somebody else to this doc without getting my permission if he knew somebody else had the lemon and garlic sales. If I need to change that, I'll select change, and that only the owner can change the permissions. I'm going to leave this choice. And be rest assured that if somebody makes a change that you don't like or that you think is wrong, you can always revert back to an older version of the doc. That's what's great about Google Docs. So I'll click share, and Chris and Jeff are now listed as editors. So let me show you what Jeff will see. I've got Jeff's email open here, and he just received an email from me. The title of the email is the title of the doc, May Sales Report. When he opens this, I'll click always display images so he'll see the images. He sees that I've shared the May sales report, and he sees the icon for spreadsheets, so he'll know this is a Google spreadsheet. And here's the message I sent him. So he can go ahead and open the May sales report by clicking on this link, or he can just open his doc list, and right there at the top of the doc list is that May sales report. And he sees this is a private doc owned by me, and there are 2 other collaborators. So he'll open this spreadsheet, and now Jeff can go ahead and he has full edit rights. He can edit the numbers for lemon and garlic. Okay, I'm going back to my view of the document. I can see that it's been updated with Jeff's updates. Now I want to add our boss Pam to this spreadsheet. I don't want Pam to make changes, I just want her to be able to view the spreadsheet and the report. So I'm going to add her as a viewer, and I will do that by going back to the share button at the top right. Now I'll enter Pam's name. There she is. And instead of editor, I will make Pam a viewer. And again, it's always nice to give an explanation of why you're sharing a doc. And there's Pam now listed as a viewer. Let's look at Pam's email. So here's Pam's email. She just got this May sales report from me, and when she opens it up, she sees all of the data. She can actually see who's viewing it right now, but she can't make changes. So if she double clicks, she cannot make changes here. Notice also the formatting toolbar is grayed out, as well as many of the drop-down menus. So Pam can view this. She could make a copy of this or download it. She clicks share. She can't share it with other people. She can ask the owner to share it with someone by putting their email address here, and then as the owner I will see that Pam wants this shared with a certain person, and I can then decide if I want to grant them sharing rights. But as a viewer, she cannot give people access or make changes. Okay, I'm returning now to my view of this spreadsheet. And It often comes up that you need to make changes to the people who are editors or viewers. You need to remove them or change their rights. You can do that by selecting Share. If you need to remove someone, I'm going to remove Chris. He's not working in the olive oil group anymore, so I will click the X and save my changes, and he no longer has access to this spreadsheet. Now Pam has asked me if she can be an editor because she wants to add some numbers, so I will change her access by clicking on the drop-down menu and choosing Edit, and then Save Changes. So I've also been working with an outside consultant who's helping me with this spreadsheet. He's not on my domain, Zoo.0, but I do want to share this spreadsheet with him so he can add the results of the jalapeno oil. So his email address, I'm going to enter it here. So he's got a Gmail address. When I click Share, I get this warning message saying Ishimoto is outside of my domain. Are you sure you want to share it with them? And this is just a warning because if you have confidential information for your organization, you may not want to share that outside your domain. Some domain administrators may have restricted this so that you can never share a doc outside of your domain. Another thing I want to point out here is that a user does not have to have an email address on your domain or with Gmail to make changes or edit this Google Doc. They just need to have a Google account. We talked about Google accounts earlier in this course, but a Google account can be associated with any type of address. And someone can create a Google account by going to google.com/accounts and then choosing create one for free, and then they can easily create an account. Back to my spreadsheet, I'm going to share this with Hiro, and there he is. So that's how you add editors and viewers to your docs.